In the 1980s, the film industry faced a growing problem: the colorization of classic black and white movies. This process, driven by commercial interests, sought to modernize films like Casablanca and the Maltese Falcon, replacing their monochrome artistry with crude digital color. But this wasn't about artistic restoration. It was a business move designed to modernize old films and attract new audiences and their revenue. However, the results were often crude, and some often found it disrespectful to the original artistry.
The process of colorizing classic black and white movies is the subject of this special show called Hollywood's New Vandalism, a title I guess that tips our independently arrived at point of view. I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune.
And I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. Colorization itself is such an ingenious technological breakthrough that there's a temptation almost to applaud the work that went into it without asking whether it ought to have been done in the first place. What they do is the colorizers take an old black and white movie and assign color values to various areas in the first frames of each individual shot. Areas like the faces and clothing of the actors or the sets or landscapes that they're seen against. Then a computer takes over and does the dirty work, individually colorizing thousands of frames so that the result is a movie that looks like it was shot in color. Well,
Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert were among the first to condemn the practice, calling it Hollywood's new vandalism. As Ebert put it, it takes black and white movies and sprays cheap colors all over them, destroying their artistry in the process.
It's a safe bet that John Huston won't be watching when Ted Turner plays the colorized version of the Maltese Falcon in November. John Huston has joined many other members of the Directors Guild of America in describing the process of colorization as cultural butchery.
George Lucas shared their outrage. In 1988, he joined Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese in testifying before Congress to advocate for preserving films in their original form.
As important as today's hearing is, it is only a small part of a much larger drama. We have already had extensive discussions with many of the men and women involved in these complex technologies. And I should mention the technologies for the people in the audience. Technologies are colorization, lexiconing, and panning and scanning.
Lucas's testimony was one of the most powerful moments of the hearing, and he didn't hold back, saying, quote, "People who alter or destroy works of art and our cultural heritage for profit or as an exercise of power are barbarians." Be sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and leave a comment down below.